Okay, so let's have a look at simplifying ratios and the way that we do that. Well, firstly, you need to know that when you have numbers in a ratio, let me give you some numbers. Let's say we've got 16 is to 24. That ratio can be either multiplied or divided by the same number in order to maintain its equivalence. Well, we say that they're equivalent to each other. So let's just say I multiplied them both by 2, and I got 32 is to 48. Oh, let me just fix up my little is to there. That didn't come out quite right. So my 32 is to 48, right? I can say that these two numbers are equivalent to these two numbers. Okay. Now, we don't often take ratios and multiply them by something. Sometimes we might, but normally what we'll do is we'll try to get a ratio into what is known as its simplest form. Okay. So remember, when the number is multiplied or divided, it's equivalent. So let's talk about getting these ratio into its simplest form and talking about reducing them to their lowest term. Let me just quickly remove this little bit that I did here, and we'll use these same two numbers and we'll go into their lowest terms. So in order to do that, I need to look at what is known as the highest common factor. Okay, the HCF, highest common factor. A number that will divide equally into both of these. Okay, for 16 and 24, it's pretty easy. The highest common factor for both of these is 8. So if I divide this side by 8 and I divide this side by 8, I can reduce this down to 2 and reduce this side down to 3. And we can say that this and this, these sets of numbers are equivalent. They're equal to each other because we've maintained equivalence by doing the same thing to both sides. So when we simplify, we want to try and find the highest common factor and bring them and reduce them down to their simplest forms. That's what simplifying a ratio is all about.